All right, let's bring in Chief Legal Analyst Kali Frodes to this conversation.
Yeah, Kali, today's vote was more symbolic than anything, but how does this impact things moving forward?
I mean, 100% symbolic. I got a couple different angles that I could talk about this on. My mother was a cancer survivor for 28 plus years, and so the cancer aspect really bothers me. The transparency aspect, as a person that's on the Board of Trustees at Central Piedmont Community College here, I understand it's extremely important to be transparent in these situations, both with the public and with your faculty. So to your question regarding what does this mean, yes, it was symbolic, but you want your staff and faculty to be supporting of leadership. And so if your faculty, it was like 57% on the one vote and maybe 60+% on the other vote to show that they didn't support the two individuals that are leading the driving efforts of this college, that was a blowback in terms of leadership. And you want to figure out how you can ready that, how you can get that support back. I don't know where you go from here.
Well, this seems like a lawsuit waiting to happen. I mean, especially when you look at the reports that are no longer participating, looking at that independent health investigation from the university's perspective. I
mean, the university's doing everything they can to try to be a player in this investigation, but they didn't ask for the investigation to stop. The university kicked back and said, we asked for the investigation to pause. The organization that was doing the investigation said, no, you guys are wanting us to stop. And so that will be where there'll be a point of contention. In terms of the lawsuits, what you have to recognize is that once the school they knew or should have known that this building was getting individuals sick and that these levels were extremely high, at that point they had a duty to prevent that. And so the lawsuit right there on its face, that's a prima facie case to say, what were you doing to prevent this? If you had students, they said that they were limiting access to the building. Well, there shouldn't have been any access to the building. While there were varying levels of testing in certain rooms, some rooms had 38 times, some rooms had 27 times. If you find that any room in that building was over what the legal limit should have been, you shouldn't have had anybody in that building. And so that's where the lawsuit will start. What duty did you have and did you breach it? And then when did you know that these numbers were high? And so I could for sure see a lawsuit happening. The discovery process will be long, and there will be a number of folks, back to your original question, that will probably not be with the university at the end of this, because the handling of it is not just rubbing people the wrong way. This is just not how you do this.
It's almost been like a slow trickle of information since this first started, and I think that's what people are, especially the ones who have cancer, are so upset about, is what's with the lack of information. We're the ones that are getting impacted by this.
Well, a lot of it is trying to make sure they can get in front of it. And when you have a problem, when you have an emergency, you can't get in front of an emergency. And so then all you can do is try to ensure that you are transparent, ensure that you are doing things that are proactive in a response that is commensurate with the level. When you're talking about cancer, something that kills individuals on a high level across the country, year round, across the world, I should say, it's really hard to be proactive, and your reaction is extremely slow. It's glacier pace in terms of trickling out information, and so it is not the best response. And all I can say is you got to do better in a situation like that where you are affecting lives.
Yeah. All right, Kali Frodes, appreciate it.